It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have a beer from Finland and it's from Orava Brewing Company. And this is a can of their Laser Eyes Black IPA. It's coming in at 6% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. It says on the front of the can, this Black IPA is not a financial advisor. Well, I sure hope it's not. You won't be buying a house in a hurry with this can of beer. Without further ado then, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. I want to say a massive thank you to Budweiser in Finland for sending us this beer. So we're expecting a jet black beer in the glass. We are getting a jet black beer in the glass. I'm going to wash the can round a little bit and throw the rest in. Try and develop a little bit of a head here. Look at that. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look at that. When this camera works well, it works really, really well. It does. I'm pleased with it. I've had a few comments lately about the camera saying sometimes it's out of focus, but when it works great, it works really great. It's just Panasonic. Panasonic cameras, they've always had a little bit of a problem with their focus. I could have spent another £1,500 on top and bought a Sony, top of the range Sony camera, and that would have been the mutts. That really would have been the mutts. That would have been, bang, I'm in focus. I can throw the glass of beer up into the camera and it focuses instantly. Whereas you can see the Samsung, the Panasonic even, is just slightly struggling. You can see it's in and out of focus a little bit. But if I pull it back a bit and if I wash the beer around, once it gets the shot right, it is a damn good shot. It really is. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me with this. I'm still learning to use a DSLR, I think they're called. Yeah, well, we are upgrading the channel slowly from the analog days of the Atari and the Dragon 32. Right, jet black beer in the glass. Enough about the focus on the camera. This beer is looking really good. Jet black beer, little bit of haze going on. Aroma, oh my goodness me, wow. This has got the hallmarks of a traditional black IPA. Oh. So what a black IPA should be, or what it was years ago before the lines got blurred a little bit, is that it was a bit of a wow beer. It was a bit of a mysterious beer style because they were very, very hoppy. If anybody was lucky enough to try a can of Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous, that was probably the first black IPA out there in the world. It was a jet black beer with roasted malt, but only enough roasted malt to colour the beer. So you're looking at it, you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to be drinking some kind of dark stout type beer here. It's going to be bready and biscuity and nutty and chocolatey. But when in fact, when you taste it, it's massively hoppy. It's like drinking a golden IPA. Straw coloured IPA. But it's black. And then they changed. Black IPAs changed. They went over to being more of a hoppy stout, where you would pick up roasted malt qualities and you would pick up hops and passion fruit and mango, but it was all a bit balanced. It was all a bit, it started to lose its identity. But very quickly, going back to this one, this is massively hoppy. I'm picking up passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange in a dark beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's really hoppy. It's really hoppy, but it is holding on. After saying all of that, it is. I'm going to say it's a hoppy stout. It's a hoppy stout. You're picking up roasted malt. You're picking up quite a bit of licorice, quite a bit of licorice flavour, and I think that's the combination of the roasted malt in the beer and the hops. It's just clashing together. There's a bit of roastiness, coffee, chocolate, caramel, and then there's New World hops. There's fleshy blood orange and grapefruit, and as the beer clashes in the mouth, it's turning it into a sort of a licorice type taste. And I'm a bit sorry I've built this beer up massively now, because the aroma is terrific. It's wonderful. But the taste is not quite. It's not quite there. Drinkability. Let's talk about the drinkability. Okay. It's rather refreshing, as a black IPA should be. It's very drinkable. The carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. But there's a little bit of stickiness from the hops. There's a little, you can feel the hops on the lips a little bit. There's a little bit of hop stickiness. It's peppery and spicy on the back end. It's a decent beer. It's a decent beer. I just wish, and I'm not just talking about Orava Brewing Company on their own here. I just think the style over the years has just morphed into something which is not black IPA anymore. It's very much hoppy stout. I just wish brewers, and again, I'm not just picking on Orava Brewing Company here, I wish brewers would just call them hoppy stouts, which they are. They're not really black IPAs. Black IPAs were a magical style. It was a style that you thought you were drinking a golden ale, but it was black. That was part of the magic behind a black IPA. A hoppy stout, well, that's all very much kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? That's roasted malt, which you're getting in this beer, and it's hops. It's passion fruit and mango and grapefruit, which also, an orange peel, you're picking up in this beer. It's interesting enough. It really is interesting enough. It's got great drinkability. It looks pretty decent. Laser Eyes Black IPA from Orava Brewing Company in Finland. Thank you very much to Buddy Visor. I'm going to rate it. I like this beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows. Well, yeah. It's a decent beer. It's just not really a black IPA. So I'm going to say a Stone the Crows 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.